Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Is Tuesday? It is Tuesday. God, these days are all just like coming, like all running together. How are you guys doing? How are you, family? You guys doing okay? How are you hanging in there? Are you guys tired? Are you guys excited about the year end? Let me know how you guys are doing. So today's energy reading, this is something very, very different that I wanted to do for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the divine feminine's energies, okay? But we're going to look at this from an outer feminine energy, and then what is going on with her own inner masculine. So you guys know, hopefully, or maybe those of you who don't, we have both masculine and feminine energies within us, right? And that is really part of the journey, which is bringing those two energies within ourselves into that harmony, into that union. We can sometimes be in our masculine energy when we're going for something, when we're driving towards something, when we're motivated and taking action towards something. And then we can be in our feminine energy when we're being receptive and we're using our inner voice and we're letting ourselves be guided, right? There's that yin and that yang, and we are in the energy of how we are a spiritual being that has both. So we have masculine and feminine energies. So just like these readings that we put out, sometimes people can say, oh, you know what, I'm really resonating with the masculine energy. And that's because, it could be it's your own inner masculine energy that maybe you're tapping into at that time. Or if you're really resonating with the feminine energy, then that's really where you're sitting at that time when you're receiving the reading. So this special reading here is about divine feminine's energy towards masculine, overall head, heart, and environment. And this will be for her outer feminine energy, okay? Then we're going to be looking at the inner energy of divine feminine, but as it's related to her own masculine energy. So where is she at in her own energy, in her own inner masculine energy, as related to her divine masculine? So that portion of it is going to be very special for our level 1, 2, and 3 members. So let's go ahead and get started with our divine feminine's energy towards masculine. Okay, this is going to be her feminine energy towards masculine. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. So this divine feminine, in her overall energy, in her theme for today's reading, when we are talking about her outer energy. So how is she experiencing? What is her feminine energy like towards masculine? There is an energy of clarity. There is an energy of some sort of reality, some sort of breakthrough that this divine feminine is experiencing as related to her masculine, as related to how she wants to move forward. And we have the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like divine feminine's theme for this reading for her own feminine energy is that energy where she is detaching. She is in the energy of being in her own independence. I feel like she's also, tapping into her own wisdom and knowledge and saying, hey, I have some sort of clarity about how I want to move forward. And the affirmation for that is, I'm surrendering my worries to the divine presence within. So this divine feminine, in her theme for her reading towards masculine, for her feminine energy is, I'm not worrying about anything as related to my outer masculine. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. My clarity is, I need to think about how I move forward on my journey, how I move forward in my spiritual journey, how I move forward in my life, and I must detach. I must detach. I must come into my wisdom and my knowledge and surrender my worries to the divine. I'm going to let the divine handle this, is basically what this divine feminine is experiencing, feeling, or what her energy is right now. Her breakthrough, her clarity is, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm only going to worry about what I need to do. And I'm going to give all my worries about this connection, about this masculine, to the divine. By the way, this is my affirmations oracle deck. These ship out every Friday. If you are in the United States, then shipping is free. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck that I created. And it is an affirmations deck, 90 oracle cards, 90 oracle cards. And the reason why I created this was for you guys to be able to, have some support on your journey. And what I've done is I've created cards that represent the headspace. So Saraswati Mata is the headspace for this oracle deck. The heart space, we have Kali Ma. For the environment, we have Lakshmi Ma, which is, she's all about the physical world. And then for spirit, we have Shakti Mata, which is all about strength and spiritual strength. So you're going to see me using these cards. So if you guys are interested, if you live in the United States, you can purchase this deck now, and decks get shipped out for free every Friday. If you are international, email me at queenoflight1111@gmail.com and I will send you the link. But you guys can book any reading service, coaching session, or buy this deck at queenoflight1111.com. That is my website. And lastly, I forgot, I'm running a special, only probably through the end of the next week or so, that what is your theme for 2024 video reading, where I will be able to do a reading for you and send it to you in video form, letting you know what is the most significant theme for you for 2024. And you can choose between your twin flame connection or your own spiritual journey. Go to queenoflight1111.com to purchase that reading. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Divine Feminine's overall energy towards masculine. Four of Wands. There still is this union energy for this Divine Feminine. This union energy has everything to do with the King energy. In her outer feminine energy towards her masculine, she's like, look, I want a king. I desire a king. I deserve a king. Someone who's stable, someone who's confident, someone who is abundant. But this king that I have is in crisis right now. There is a feeling of loss. There is a feeling of crisis. There is a feeling of, some trials and tribulations as related to this masculine. So her overall energy towards this masculine is like, there is this union, but he needs to stand up as king. That is his destiny. That is our destiny. But he needs to, fulfill his own his own destiny. She can't make him king. He needs to rise up on his own. And that's the crisis. That is the issue. So her affirmation for her overall energy towards this masculine is that, yes, she needs to trust that everything in her life is unfolding in divine timing. If this masculine is going to show up as king, it's going to happen in the divine's time. This is exactly why in her overall energy and her theme for this reading is she's surrendering all her worries to the divine. And in her overall energy towards masculine, she's going to trust that the divine is going to unfold everything in the right time. Because there is this desire for union, but union only with the king. That is the destiny, not a distorted energy, right? She doesn't want to be with someone who's not in their alignment, who's not standing in their truth. And so she is really in this place of surrender. That's why we have that Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So what is in her headspace when she thinks about divine masculine with the Death card? There's some sort of ending, and we have the King of Wands. So what I'm really getting for this is like she's in this energy where he needs to transform. He needs to rise above. He needs to become that leader. He needs to become, be in that energy of taking the lead, of, moving forward, of transforming, of bringing in that union. And he needs to end the energy of, his arrogance, or the energy of, focusing and moving forward in life through ego. So there is a transformation that is absolutely necessary. So when she's thinking of masculine, she's like, look, dude, you got to transform. You got to be the leader. You got to assert yourself. You got to get into your personal power. Your power is not your ego. Your power is not your money. Your power is not wealth. Your power is not your physical, muscles, whatever. It's not that. You've got to connect to your higher self. You have to transform. And so what is her affirmation? She finds solace and strength in her spiritual practice. So this divine feminine, in order to get into the energy of release and surrender, she's surrendering to the divine. She's trusting the divine, and she's finding strength in her prayer, in her meditative practice, maybe in her divination, maybe she's manifesting, maybe she's lighting candles, maybe she's, chanting, saying mantras. She is finding solace and strength in her spiritual practice. Maybe it's prayer. What is she feeling in her heart space when she's in her heart space for masculine? There's some sort of completion. And this completion is, I'm no longer at the crossroads. I'm no longer going to wait around. I'm not waiting around, masculine. It's time for a new cycle. So this divine feminine in her heart space for divine masculine, for her outer feminine energy, is, I'm no longer going to plan. I'm no longer going to devise a plan on how things are going to happen, how things are not going to happen. I'm not going to set goals for this anymore. I'm ready for a new cycle. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to move forward. And so in her heart space, she's like, you know what? I am healthy. I am glowing. I am nourished. So she's very much focusing on her own health, her spiritual glow, her nourishment. She's no longer going to sit around and wait for someone to choose her, stay in this crossroads and wait for something to happen. She's like, you know what? I'm beautiful. I'm healthy. I'm glowing. And she's learning how to truly love herself and love everything about herself so that she can move forward. She's going to trust the divine. She's going to surrender her worries to the divine. She finds strength in her spiritual practice. And she loves who she is, inside and out. What is her energy towards the masculine as related to her environment? Temperance card and Seven of Pentacles. There's been so much energy and pause, around this masculine, right? Like, are we ever going to come into harmony? Are the Two of Cups ever going to be at the same temperature? There's a lot of assessment that's gone on. And she's been very, very loyal to this masculine in the name of twin flame or in the name of whatever. But now, she's been faithful. She's been, energetically faithful, physically faithful. And now it's time for her to truly believe she deserves happiness. She has been so faithful to this connection. She's been so loyal to this connection, to this masculine. And now in her environment, she's like, I deserve happiness. So this outer feminine energy, she's very much in this energy of head, heart, environment, and spirit. She's got it all. She's got it all. She's trusting the divine. She's surrendering. She's in this energy of really finding her strength in her spiritual practice and understanding that she deserves happiness, that she is beautiful inside and out, that she is the queen. And sitting around and waiting and staying at the crossroads and planning something for the future that may or may not happen, all it does is keep her stuck. So she's in the energy of surrender. That's her breakthrough. That's her clarity. So level 1, 2, and 3 members, join me on the community tab for your inner masculine energies towards divine masculine. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon.